Here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, I'm looking to visit St. John's most recommended beaches for the best views and snorkeling on my tropical vacation. Hi, I'm Laura. I love to inspire others to travel by sharing some of my experiences. But first, let's start at the beginning of the trip. With a very early morning flight, Kyle and I started the trip leaving from Austin, Texas. We brought our passports in case we wanted to go to the BVIs, but if you're an American, you're not required to have a passport going to the USVI. From there, we headed to Miami. We ate an early lunch at the airport and then grabbed our next flight headed to St. Thomas. Groceries in St. Thomas, we needed to take a car ferry that would take us to the island of St. John. It's about a 20 or 30 minute peaceful boat ride with incredible views of the surrounding islands. Be sure to reserve your timed ticket ahead of time for the round trip. It'll save you time and money. Also, be sure to get to the dock at least 30 minutes early to guarantee your spot. You can stay in your car or walk around. Some ferries even have a bar. We made our way to the top deck to get the best views possible. On this trip, we'll be here with Larry and Karen, who are our hosts, and will be showing us the best parts of the island. If you're not planning on getting a rental car, there are ferries for just people that will take you to the islands much faster than the car ferry. Once we got to St. John, we stopped at Mongoose Junction for a drink and dinner. There's also lots of shopping. While staying on the southwestern part of the island called Chocolate Hole, we set to explore by doing some kayaking. So even though it's a US territory, when driving around the islands, you'll be driving on the left side of the road. Almost every rental car that you'll see is either a Jeep or some type of SUV. As you explore the island, you're going to notice the roads get steep and has a lot of switchbacks. Be sure to take advantage of the many overlooks to get a bird's eye view of the island. So as we were exploring the different beaches on the island, I have to say Maho Bay was, in my opinion, the best beach that we visited on St. John. We're here in the off season, and we were told that it can get very busy in the winter months. But honestly, look at this view. So make sure you grab your floaties and your snorkel and get excited to start searching for underwater wildlife in some of the clearest waters in the world. This little fish was the cutest thing ever. It was so curious about me and swam around me for a couple minutes. Then it spotted Larry and went up to him, circled around him for a minute, and then came back to me. It was so curious about what we were doing, and it came so close to us. If anyone knows what type of fish this is, please leave a comment below. Now this was the highlight of the trip for me. Karen spotted an adult turtle, and I have always wanted to see an adult turtle in the wild and swim with one. It was scratching its shell on a piece of wood and then came right up to me to get some hair. It was honestly magical. If you think this is a green turtle, please let me know in the comments because I'm very, very curious. If not, let me know what type of turtle it is. When you're ready to get a drink or a snack, go across the street from the beach next to where most of the parking is. With plenty of places to sit, there are yard games and a little bit of shopping, and it makes the trip to Maho Bay the perfect beach to visit on St. John. anchors are protected and part of the Virgin Islands National Park. This includes beaches like the well-known Cinnamon Bay and Hawks Nest Beach. Other popular beaches on the western part of the island include Trunk Bay and Honeymoon Bay. Remember, when you're packing for the beach, be sure to do your part and bring only reef-safe sunscreen. Another great place to visit for drinks, food, live music, and especially gorgeous views is the Windmill Bar. While exploring, look for the famous group of donkeys on the island. Be sure to not feed them or approach them.
Hello! Oh, hi!
On the island, you'll also see
Hey, Bambi.
so many different types of wildlife.
Sweetheart.
We saw
You're
deer,
okay.
chickens, goats, mongoose, and lots of iguanas. We even had iguanas that lived near our hotel's pool, and we saw them swimming in the water almost every day. When traveling here in the fall, the weather can be a little unpredictable. Luckily, during our trip in September, we only had one day of bad storms. And then the weather cleared up long enough for our group to go on a sunset catamaran cruise with drinks and snacks included.
Thank you.
So when you're searching for your next tropical and relaxing getaway, look into staying on the beautifully preserved island of St. John in the U.S. Virgin Islands.